Welcome back, Towners. Today we're going to make some lemon coconut balls. Let's get it. Welcome back, Towners. Alright, to start off this recipe, we have a bowl. To that we added in some cream cheese, some sour cream. You took a lemon and zested about a medium-sized lemon. We zested the whole lemon. After we zested it, we went ahead and cut it in half and juiced it. We juiced the whole lemon. That gave us about 3 tablespoons or so of lemon juice. We then added in some almond flour, some coconut flour, some stevia sugar substitute. You can use monk fruit sweetener if you like, and some vanilla extract. And lastly, we added in a pinch of salt. Then we went ahead and mixed all this together to combine the ingredients. Just making sure that there's no more grains, no more visible coconut flour or almond flour. Just make sure everything's well mixed in. Then we went ahead and popped that into the freezer for about 8 to 10 minutes. After it came out of the freezer, it hardened up a bit so that we can start rolling our balls. We put down some unflavored coconut flakes and some additional stevia, and then basically took our balls and took a spoon and rolled out about a tablespoon's worth and started to roll the coconut balls down. We're just basically rolling them into in the dough. The stevia and the sugar is basically just coating the outsides of the dough ball. You can make these about an inch or so big. Depending on how big you make them will determine how many that you get. And they'll roll up pretty quickly and they won't stick to your hands that much when you're making them. This mixture gave us about 12 to 13. We got 13. We got a baker's dozen lemon coconut balls out of this. And after we were finished, we just moved that to the side. We used the same pan that we had. Here's all of the dough balls that we made. We just put them right back into the ramekin dish that we had in. It already had coconut flakes at the bottom, so I basically used that as to help keep it non-stick, so that way the dough balls wouldn't stick to the glass when we put it in the freezer or anything. And so they'll just come right out. If anything stuck to it, it'll just basically be additional coconut flakes. But this is how it looked before we popped it in the freezer. We went ahead and put it into the freezer for at least an hour, just basically enough for them to harden up. And this is how it looked after they came out of the freezer. I basically stored them in the freezer, so I left them there overnight. This is actually the next day, but they generally look exactly like this after an hour after they harden up a bit. Now here is a close-up of them. We went and took a fork and stabbed it into it to pick it up. This is when they were out of the freezer for about 10 minutes or so. These don't melt as fast as the previous fat bombs that we made, like the nut butter ones, the peanut butter, or the peanut butter jelly cups, the peanut butter, basically all of the peanut butter ones that we made. That as soon as we took them out of the freezer, and the cookie dough ones, after about 5 minutes or so, they pretty much start to melt and soften up. These kept their shape and stayed hard for quite some time, so they don't melt as fast, but you still want to store them in the freezer until you're ready to use them. They'll last for about 2 to 3 weeks or so, or a month, however long you'll keep them for. You may last even longer, but they'll go a lot faster in the fridge if you kept them in there. But we cut one in half and gave you a snapshot of what it looks like inside. These kept their shape well, biting into it, or they stay hard, so you can pretty much use these kind of like not necessarily like a jawbreaker or anything like that, but they'll melt faster in your mouth. Pause. But these came out great. I really like the lemon coconut flavor on these. The lemon juice came through well. The lemon flavor came through well that we put in there, and you can still taste the coconut on that. So I definitely like to try these out with some additional flavors. I can see doing this with some strawberry or some chocolate, just trying out different flavors with this, with the same steps, but just changing up the flavor listings or different extracts that we add to it. But I hope you guys like this recipe. Please feel free to let us know in the comment section if you'd like to see any more of these or any other flavors that we can try it out with. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Lemon coconut balls. Enjoy.
enjoy, and please subscribe. Enjoy.
Hey Towners, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. All ingredients and directions are listed in the description box below each video. And as always, thank you guys for watching.